What's going on, Taurus? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for January 2024. So in this reading, Taurus, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for January. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding the rest of January 2024, Taurus. But before we begin this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here, Taurus, in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading does happen to resonate with you, Taurus, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Taurus. So without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy for you. We'll see what's coming your way for the rest of January 2024, Taurus. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Taurus. Interesting energy that you got going on here, Taurus, for sure. Give me a sec to lay out these cards, but I'm feeling a little bit of a funky thing going on here, so hold on. Alright, Taurus, so the first thing that I'm sensing for you is definitely a relationship coming to an end that has to do with some sort of lack mentality or some sort of negative belief around money or work or business or something like that. The first thing coming through that spirit wants me to let you know is that for a lot of you, there's someone around you, whether you're already in a relationship with them or there's a developing situation, where someone's beliefs are really affecting you and could be causing you to act negatively or act not from your highest self but your lower self. And it's like a lot of you could be empathing. You could be taking on someone's beliefs or someone's, patterns and wondering, why am I still stuck? And I really feel like for a lot of you, there's someone who has been infecting your energy. And even as we speak into the beginning of January, as we speak right now, it looks like there's still someone who's affecting your energy negatively, especially to do with beliefs around money, or like I said, a lack. Instead of believing in abundance, money isn't grown on trees, Taurus. It's like actually money is made out of trees. So there's something going on we're going to have to see in a minute. It could have to do with romantic situation as well, where you really have love for someone, but there's something that you need to walk away because it's for your highest good. So hold on. Before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with the energy that you need more of, the energy that Spirit wants you to embody, pre-shuffled oracle cards. The first one is Virgo. And Virgo does have to do with work and service, but Virgo is also a very discriminating earth energy. Okay, so Virgo does have to do with the earth realm, but Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the intellect. And I see there's a situation here where you're really going to have to use your intellect to be more discriminating in your life with the people that you deal with, to not be afraid to critique people. Okay, especially if you know that the critique is actually going to address a root issue that someone may need to deal with. And there's just a quote that's coming to my mind, Taurus, that I want you to use as your mantra for the rest of January 2024. And I want you to say this. We're on Joel Osteen. Say it with me. I am no longer going to feel guilty. You say it now. I am no longer going to feel guilty for the work that other people have not done. For the work that other people have not done on themselves. A lot of you are in a situation where you're feeling guilty for the work that other people haven't done on themselves, or you're taking it on thinking that it's your own. But for many of you, the decision of walking away and maybe ending a relationship or calling someone out, this is the energy that you need more of, Virgo. So let's see what else you need, though. Yeah, you also have the 7th house of partnership and love. So when it comes to your one-on-one relationships for the rest of January 2024, you want to be more so discriminating, and especially discriminating in the sense that how is this person influencing my beliefs about money, abundance, and prosperity and opulence? Or are they taking away from it? Because I feel like there's someone around you. This could be your own conditioning coming up if there's no one who you're dealing with in 2024. But in some sort of way, you're dealing around negative beliefs around money and what that causes someone to do, such as things like steal, such as negative beliefs. There's not enough to go around, so we have to get it by any means possible. I think there's definitely going to be a cleansing because Virgo is also the healer. And so there's definitely got to be a cleansing to your relationships, and you not being afraid, Taurus, to be a little bit more discriminating, because I really feel like you're either being infected by conditioning, by your beliefs that you've taken on from society, your schooling, your parents, whatever, now it's coming up, or there's someone, for others of you, there's clearly one person around you that really needs to go away. And for a lot of you that are struggling in love, or for those of you that are trying to force a situation, I'm here to tell you that the universe is calling you to let you, I'm translating it from the universe. The person that you're going to meet and be satisfied in love with is going to be far away from the people that you're currently dealing with for most of you. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's what I'm getting. It's like you don't go to the milk store for auto parts. You don't go to the mechanic to buy some milk. A lot of you are dealing with, I don't know what the situation is. We're going to have to clarify in a minute. You also have conjunction, which is basically just a fusion of energy, merging energy together. So you have the conjunction, which basically is only just emphasizing the 7th house of relationships and partnership, and also Virgo. Now, for some of you, this doesn't have to do with love. This has to do with the person that you're going to either learn from, go into business with, decide to teach, learn from, something that you're doing when it comes to making money, giving service to the world. You're going to have to be much more discriminating about this. Some of you are in a situation with a business thing that involves other people's emotions or involves your emotions. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't really be working with you, Taurus, but we've been best friends forever and we're going into business and you can't, so there's something going along these lines. So let's just get into the tarot. I see that repeating theme. Your opportunity, Taurus, for the rest of January and January in general is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a moment of awakening. It's a major shift in consciousness, but it usually has to do with literally judgment and judging people, which is judgment is the ability to discern well. So for you, with this being in your opportunity, you're going to have to really, it's Judgment Day. Okay, you can't keep putting up with toxic patterns within you, or that someone, for most of you listening to this, are actually dragging into your life on an unconscious level. You've all heard the word, you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with most. And I really feel like this is a struggle for you to actually clean out the old cobwebs of the negative infectors in your life, okay? So the Judgment card, it might be, especially with the Virgo, like what energy do you need more of? Virgo is the critic. Virgo is like Simon, if you ever watch American Idol, like Simon Cowell, like always saying no, discriminating, the critic, So please don't, it might have to cause you a negative emotion. The reason I say that is because your challenge, Virgo, is your challenge, Taurus, is the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords usually has to do with high anxiety, conflict, thoughts keeping you up at night. So I feel like there's a really tough decision that you're going to have to make. And if you choose to ignore, like what the universe is trying to tell you, I don't know if anything bad's going to happen, like a tower moment. I think you're just going to be really stunting your potential and your growth, like hardcore. And you're also just going to have to put up with problems that take away from the fun, is what I'm getting. So, I don't know. The challenge is the 9 of Swords. So we're going to have to clarify that in a moment. Some of you may have... actually, let's just keep going. So in your overall general energy, there's definitely something being purged, death, transformation, and rebirth when it comes to sketchy energy, particularly around money and what I get is, someone that you're with in a relationship, a business partner, someone, your boss at work, someone is doing something real sketch, or it's your own conditioning coming up, so you have to be honest to know which one it is, Taurus. But in your overall general energy for the rest of January, believe it or not, I actually like it, because something needs to be cleared in January so that you can set yourself up for a good rest of the 2024. But you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is usually extremely negative beliefs around money, poverty, consciousness. There's not enough to go around. I'm wounded. I'm addicted to my story. The Five of Pentacles upright is temporary financial difficulty. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is someone who's attached to poverty. It's someone who doesn't see a way out. And then you have the expression of the negative of the Seven of Swords upright, could be someone removing yourself from a situation so that you don't get hurt. But in the negative way, the Seven of Swords here, I'm reading it as scheming, negative, lying, cheating, going behind someone's back, which for many of you is going to be a result of negative beliefs around money or negative beliefs to meet your needs in the physical world in some sort of way. Now, this can also be manifested in something that you're doing and you have to know which Taurus you are, but for some of you, what I'm picking up now, you may be doing something that's very much in alignment with your soul that other people that you're around are going to be labeling as wrong, bad, shameful, guilt-worthy. Okay, so like for example, maybe some of you work in like a coal mine. This is just one of example. You work in a coal mine and your whole family's worked there, and you're like, hey, I'm a YouTuber now, or I'm doing something else, and they're like, you damn schemer, you gotta be in the coal mine, man. And like, that could be going on, someone judging you negatively. But for most of you, it's someone that you're around who you need to really remove yourself from. You have the Death card, which is about transformation on a spiritual level. So for a lot of you, if you're dealing with financial difficulties, weird energy around this, whatever this has to do with, please use your intuition to figure it out, Taurus. But what I'm getting is there needs to be a purge of this negative frequency. A real toxic frequency. I feel like for most of you, it's someone around you as well. All right, so let's go ahead. And then in what you don't see coming, like, it's a little bit confusing as well. There could be a situation that really hurts to let go of, you have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Swords. On the one hand, like, the Ace of Cups is to do with new love, a positive new emotion. The Three of Swords has to do with heartbreak. And the Four of Cups has to do with denying love, not really taking the bait of the Ace of Cups. So there could be something here that's lined up for you, whether it's in love or business, that you're going to have to really think about it logically and be more discriminating, and instead of just acting on your passion, or instead of just doing what you've always done, allowing other people to lower your energy, you're going to have to either remove yourself from a situation, even when you don't want to, and there's something here that's very, like, potentially seductive about the negative experience that you're dealing with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Because people think, how would that be positive, Austin? Oh, I don't know. You're meeting your needs somehow through this experience. Whether you're around someone with negative beliefs, you're allowing someone to control the decisions that you're making. There's always a positive benefit for any sort of negative thing that you hold on to. So maybe for you, it's like, I don't have to change. If I hold on to this person who's like whatever, or there's something that maybe you don't want to change. Now here's what I'm getting a few different things for the advice as well. When it comes to your advice, you have the Knight of Wands, the Strength card, and also the Queen of Wands here. For many of you, you're going to have to really understand that your true happiness, joy, passion in life, what's really going to fire you up, is somewhere far away from where you currently are in terms of the people that you're choosing to surround yourself with. I don't know, there's something about you needing to be discriminating, and I feel like there's people who are lowering your ability to be fiery and authentic and eccentric, and also have just like an ability to wake up and be excited about life and the adventures that it's going to bring. There may be someone that's around you in business, in work, whoever, that's really limiting your ability to have fun. Okay, that's the first thing. And so you're going to have to really potentially be discriminating, let go of relationships, and have the strength to not just act on your immediate fire energy, but to tame down that energy and really go in search of someone new, not where you currently are. But the other thing that I got here, Taurus, is definitely you needing to really bite your tongue or to tame down your animalistic self, because there really could be a situation that really pisses you off. Whether it pisses you off or just makes you sad, or I just feel like negative emotion you could be experiencing with the 9 of Swords in your challenge for January 2024. There's something here about taming down the beast within and understanding that this person that you're dealing with, this situation, isn't worth your anger. Just channel your energy into something new. Channel your energy into how am I going to get myself out of this, rather than attacking someone. Because I do feel like there's a weird, whether this has to do with an infector or your own consciousness being revealed to you, because the Judgment card in your opportunity is you need to wake up to something here, Taurus, especially in terms of negative beliefs around money infecting you in some sort of way, negative beliefs in general, especially around, like, there could even be people around you for some of you Tauruses. Listen, I understand the need for belonging, but if you're around people who, like, for some of you Tauruses, you need to, like, get out of the street. Like, they're, like, like, you're around people who, like, maybe are normalizing violence, and that's not going to be for most of you, but for some of you Tauruses out there, you know who you are. You just want to, maybe you're loyal to this crew. Like, you need to stop being around these people, okay? Because your life is going to be the one to suffer from it. There's also a feeling of you being a little bit of a leader that is holding things together. Like, I think there's some of you Tauruses out there may really not fully understand how much your ability to go along with the current script of whatever you're doing with the people that you're around is really holding you back, but it's just the path of least resistance, whatever. So discriminating in your partnerships, whether this is love or business, you need to really be, someone's really messing you up here. Whether it's, once again, conditioning that's already been programmed into you coming up. For most of you, it's an environment. It's something that you're actually dealing with. And you have to understand, like, that, yeah, I don't know. It's real weird. So let's just go ahead and start clarifying, Taurus. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Judgment card is in your opportunity. Yeah, it could have to do with family for some of you. You know, if some of you still live with family, getting a little too close with them, you're not aware of how much that's holding you back in business, or maybe you're getting negative judgment from people around you. But some of you need to actually judge these people negatively, but you're not. You know what I mean? Yeah, Page of Swords, 9 of Cups, hold on. The Judgment card is clarified by, yeah, someone definitely holding back your potential and the speed at which you could grow. The Judgment card is clarified, first of all, by the 5 of Swords to the Magician. The Magician has to do with spiritual energy, and this is what I sense right from the beginning. There's something going on that's messing you up that's not extremely obvious. For some of you, it will be extremely obvious. The 5 of Swords usually has to do with pillaging, you know, someone who has a destructive energy, someone going in a downward spiral in life. You also have the Knight of Swords, which has to do with speed. And I feel like with this being in your opportunity is to spot out the person or the influence in your life that is literally thwarting, destroying your own potential. So in the one way, it's a spiritual energy. You could think it's not that big of a deal. It's like, yeah, I run my business, this guy works for me, so what? He doesn't make any of the decisions, or I work for him, or whatever. You need to realize it's more deep than you think. You can't just be grounded in being like spiritual. I'm not saying any of you feel this way, but it's in your subconscious, okay? Because you could be the most spiritual person ever. If you grew up in this matrix, you need to reprogram your subconscious mind that spirit is real. You are the average of the 5 people you hang around with. So I just feel like there's someone really thwarting your potential that you need to be aware of. And obviously for a lot of you, it's in love, or this is someone that you have a lot of emotions for. You know, it's not going to be like, oh, this is just like my friend, or like this is just a business. No, whoever this is, like for a lot of you, it's someone that you have a lot of emotions for. And for a lot of you here as well, your choices of people that you're working with in business or love are actually something about a friend group or your business or your family is holding back your love life. You're not even aware about how you holding on to these beliefs or holding on to these people that are around you are literally sending soulmates so far away from you that it's not even funny. I literally believe this in my heart for you, Taurus. I literally do. So what are the things that you need to be more discriminating? I know that this is not acceptable, but I'm not going to do anything about it. That is what needs to change. You do need to do something about it because it's your potential that's going to suffer here. Let's see why the 9 of Let's see why the 9 of... And, man, I don't know if, like... You also may have an experience of having to tell someone that this isn't the thing for you to do anymore. And it could break their heart. Like, there could be an experience for some of you that I'm picking up on. If you're giving advice or something to do with... You could be talking to a friend or someone you're in business with, and you're just going to be like, hey, like... I think it's time to, like, hang this up and do something different. I don't know if you have what it takes for this, like, industry. And, like, you could have to, like, break some news to someone, like, I don't think this is going to work out for you, and then they're going to be pissed and blame you, but you actually told them the right thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, I don't know. Let's see why the 9 of Swords is here in your challenge. The 9 of Swords in your challenge is clarified by the 3 of Pentacles in reverse and also the Queen of Swords. So for a lot of you, this is definitely going to have to do with teamwork, potentially in the workplace or someone that you're learning a new skill from, etc. The Queen of Swords is about being discriminating. In reverse in your challenge, it's going to be hard for you. It could be really hard for you to speak up or to take action on what you know to be true about what you need to do to improve your business life, your finances, your mental health, your emotional health. Like, there's something here where it's... I don't know why it's so damn hard for you to be discriminating. And, yeah. Now, and if any of you that are working somewhere, if you do have the experience of getting fired, or letting go of your job in January 2024, then I think that it's a spiritual cleanse, and from a higher level, you're meant to do something more than what you're doing anyway. So I don't know. Let's clarify why the 5 of Pentacles is in reverse in your overall general energy. Yeah. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the 4 of Pentacles, the King of Wands in reverse, and also the Page of Wands. So I just get like a really immature, fiery individual here that is really bringing some sort of lack of security. The 4 of Pentacles security. The Page of Wands upright, immature, fiery individual. The King of Wands in reverse is someone who's a little bit too... And that's what I sense for some of you. Like, for some of you, it's going to be like you're working in like the most boring Napoleon Dynamite like environment where someone's going to be lacking firing and be like, yo, Taurus, just meet the requirements. Or Taurus, like whatever. Like something weird about fire, enthusiasm, spirit. Someone could be lacking that for you that's really holding you back. But for some of you, you need to make sure it's not you as well. How has your own passion been turned inward, right? Some of you will go to McDonald's and buy a Coca-Cola and be like, yeah, what? McDonald's sold me Coca-Cola, so what? But when you go to market your own services that would bring infinitely more value to someone's life than a Coca-Cola, oh, you're going to feel guilty, shame, wrong, I can't do this. That's conditioning, people. That's not real, that's conditioning. So you need to look at this. But for others of you, it could be someone's boring around you, not really properly, a lack of authenticity here as well. And there's 2 different types of lack of authenticity that I sense around you. Some of you, it's going to be the boring type. The person who's just playing it safe and who's kind of advising. It's just the wrong choice of someone to go into business with because they're not as expansive, and it's a lack of authenticity. The other lack of authenticity that I feel attached to your energy is someone who is way too fiery and too immature. Fiery, immature. It's unintegrated. Like, yo, gang bang, let's take over the world. Oh, Taurus, let's go. And it's just like, this is not authentic either. Because if you were being authentic, you would probably have to sit with some emotions and realize why you're trying to be like a fiery, tough guy. But you're not, no. So, whoa. That's the type of person who's going to steal out of your wallet. And the reason I say that is because you have 7 of Swords in reverse. So I just feel like a backwards energy. There just needs to be a reset here. Let's see why the 7 of Swords is in reverse in your overall general energy. The 7 of Swords in reverse in your overall general energy is clarified by the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the Death card here. So either someone's going to really trip out and be so hurt and hurt you potentially over some sort of thing ending, or for some of you, you could feel like lied to. You could feel like, and for some of you, you're going to want to avoid this situation. For some of you, you're in a business situation, you're in a love situation that you're going to end up getting hurt. And that's why I'm trying to say, hey, put up a boundary, walk away and transform before you get hurt. But for others of you, the damage has already been done and this has already taken place. Like in January, you know what I mean? So just put up a boundary here, even if it hurts. If you have to end something that really hurts something for someone, I mean, that obviously sucks, but you have the Death card twice. You have the Three of Swords twice. So I feel like whatever you choose to do, someone's not going to be happy about it. You know what I mean? But once again, what is the energy that you need more of, Virgo? Taurus. You need Virgo. I really hope I have not been saying Virgo. I'm totally aware that this is a Taurus reading. My mind is not, it's Taurus, I know. But what I'm saying is you need discrimination, Virgo, and you need the 7th house of love and relationships. And you also need to look at how the blending of work potentially with loved ones is ruining your life. You know what I mean? So if there's any sort of situation with you doing business with a family member or friends that you consider to be so close, that's what I feel as well. Like, it's almost like, and I'm getting a ringing in my ears you say that, like some of you are going to have the experience of like awakening to the fact, like, why when I go into business with people, I act like I'm like family with them. That's like one benefit, but it's almost like this overly loyal thing up front that you do. Like, we're partners. This is it. Me and you, Taurus and you. But you didn't do the background check. You know what I mean? So whether this is in business and love, I feel like the message for you in January 2024 is like, you really can't be afraid to be discriminating and ask vulnerable questions up front instead of waiting for it's too late. But however this manifests for you, I can see that it's quite difficult. So I know that you're going to get through this, Taurus. But let's keep going. Let's see why the Four of Cups is here and what you don't see coming. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, you might really be... the Four of Cups is clarified by the Justice card and the King of Swords. That's a cold, discriminating energy. So this is really... I feel like for you, it's to really be cold, be discriminating, even if your heart wants to be open so bad. You want connection so bad. Oh my God, I don't want to have to go back to ground zero. I don't want to have to not talk to these people. I don't want to deal with the consequences of setting a boundary and being more discriminating. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. But you're going to have to deal with it, or your life is going to be the one that's dealt with. You can either be like, I'm going to be a Taurus and be loyal to the death of me. Well, it's going to be the death of you prematurely is what it's going to be. You also have the Four of Swords is also clarified by the Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So there could really be something about a new opportunity that leads to all this. And what you don't see coming, there's clearly new doors opening for you. You have the Ace of Cups twice. You also have the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, I mean, it could look... This is why you want to get ahead of the curve and you want to disconnect from people that you know you're meant to disconnect from, so that when a new opportunity opens up, it's not like you're like switching sides. Some of you, someone could be... I wouldn't be surprised based off this reading if someone's like, you're switching sides, or like, I just limiting, I don't know, Taurus, but I'm just doing my best here. So let's just get some advice. Let's clarify what the Strength card is here and your advice. Why is the Strength card here? The Strength card is clarified by the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. You need to make a decision, a fast, fiery decision that's based on your long-term outcome. Do not think in terms of your emotions short term. You need to think of your legacy. You need to think of your reputation. You need to think of how the people that you surround yourself with influence all these things more so. And the real message of this reading is like, you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with, but in a macrocosm and a microcosm way. It's more deep than you know. If you make a friends with someone, you're about to energetically make friends with all the people that they're friends with, even if you don't know that person. Do you understand that? Do you understand that if you meet someone, or whoever, you're talking to someone at work, you're talking to someone, and they have all these scumbag friends that you never talk to, just you being friends with that one is going to bring all that subconscious stuff into your life. So do you want that? I don't think so. So I know you didn't want to hear this, but discrimination is the declaration for your personal emancipation.